what I noticed right off the bat was your approach was different than any I had ever heard about how the equine foot functioned, and how it needed to be trimmed. Um, and going back to our as veterinarians, we learn the anatomy of the foot and how Mother Nature created it. We don't really learn a lot about what it should look like on a live horse moving. And so I think the first thing that really struck me was that you were approaching it from a very scientific basis, and it made sense to me. And a lot of the things that I'd seen didn't make sense. I've always known that you have to have a good base for the rest of the animal to function well. And I do think that once I took the course, it allowed me to identify where the problems were in the foot so that I could make recommendations to the owner and recommendations to the farrier. And sometimes the farriers would actually meet me at an appointment so I could, work with them and say, this is what I'd like to see in this foot. And so, you make that base a sounder base, and then you're going to see less compensations, which means you're going to have less adjustments that you have to make. And many of my patients um, were already benefiting from the chiropractic, but once I was able to address the feet of these horses, then I think that the adjustments began to hold better, and I didn't have to do as many. I think one of the great things about the workshop is that it's on a dude ranch, and so you're surrounded by horses, so you're learning these things about feet, and then you can go out and look at horses' feet and watch them move. And I think that's that you start to apply what you're learning very quickly, and then you can have discussions about that. I mean, that's one thing. The other thing is, it's just for me, it's a great getaway. It's fun to be in the desert, Southwest. Uh, you know, you can have all your meals provided. The accommodations are great, and if you stay there, then you get to have discussions after class, at meals and that kind of stuff. The ability to be able to have a classroom where you can talk about things and then also trim feet if you want to do that to actually learn the hands-on process, which was part of what I was there for. I'd like to do those things. So you really understand even more when you do those kinesthetic kind of movements where you're actually using your hands to learn, was really helpful as well. And it's just an opportunity that I don't think you can have anywhere else.